Yo, what is up, broskies? It's Keanu coming at you with another deck profile. A deck we've had on the channel 2 times so far, but this one I actually took to a tournament recently. Matter of fact, it was a couple weeks, 2 weeks ago. Just been kind of like sitting on this, but this is actually my third place pure Gizmek deck profile. I finished X1, but of course, because of tiebreakers, I missed the second spot and I dropped down at third. It was like Traplich won, and then I believe it was Heroes was second, because destroying Phoenix Force is like pretty crazy. It's not like too devastating for this deck, but it does like make that deck way better. Along with their new support, that one new D hero, I don't know, I think it lets you abuse malicious like a couple times, but you're not here for that. You're here for pure Gizmex. Also, shout out to BBL Drake, my playmat for today, forever. I'm gonna get into this. One Gizmek Okami, one Gizmek Kaiku. These are the two largest ones. We only play one of each. This one was pretty nuts, so I really consider, I have one in the side. Just with the new, like, when the master rule changed over, this was like super, like, I don't want to say like power crab, but like people, like it was easy to play around originally when it was first released, but like now no one like really sees it coming, so like he's easy to special summon, and at the least like he baits like a negate, because you special summon him on the field, and if they don't negate that, then you can equip, you can target one face up monster with extra monster zone, equip that face up monster to this card. So they're just like kind of crazy, so you got to negate one of those, or else you know, you're kind of in trouble. This one is just a free special summon if there's two monsters from the extra deck on the field that's like yours or theirs or combined, and then you can just pay 1500, blow up everything on the field. You could run like this one like multiples of, but it's really good in an established board, because like I said, these two at the very least bait a negate to play through. This deck's really good at like just playing through like multiple negates. Probably the best one, Gizmek Orochi. This deck is only 40 cards, so Orochi's really burned through pretty fast, but I have a couple like techs in the deck to kind of like help, you know, keep you alive. This is not a deck you want to play like into turn 4, 5, 6. Like usually you're done by like turn 3. But he's pretty crazy. He's free special summon, and he can pop a card on the field. Obviously not in the same turn, but pretty wicked. Next to Gizmek Uka. He was pretty crazy. I mean, y'all remember the barrier statue combo, but he's still like a free special summon. And then, well, not a free special summon, but if this card is normal or special summon, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Special summon card with attack and defense is equal with the same attribute. So a lot of the times, like a lot of boards I was playing in, like one matchup, it was literally like Dragoon on the field. So he's special summon him with Frog's effect engrave. So special summoned. I had actually already burned his negate, but I special summoned him and then got the Orochi, and then went off to the races. But he had already used his Dragoon negate like way before that, and I'll kind of like go into that. The last three like really big boys is Gizmek Makami. This is just Fox. He's better in the grind game. Like he's a free normal summon if you have like 6 banish cards, which most of the time you are. And then he has a pretty sweet effect. If this card is normal summon or special summon, you can discard one monster and add pretty much any Gizmek card except himself. So usually you're digging for Orochi or one of your big boys or anything to help you extend. And then if this card is in the monster zone is destroyed, you can shuffle 6 of your banished cards into the deck. That's pretty relevant, because at the least, like, you could just leave them on the field. Like if you don't kill them like that turn, you can leave them on the field, and when they clear them, you just kind of like, it's just super recursive. 3 Hog, he's just free special summon. He does like some weird attack gain thing, but I don't ever use it. I just use him for an extra body. But I mean, I will go over it. You can special summon card from your hand if you control like machines, monsters, where attack equals defense. You can banish this card from your graveyard and the target one machine monster you control whose attack equals its own defense. Send one machine from your deck to the grave whose attack equals its own with a lower level than the target monster. And if you do, target monster gains attack and defense equal to the level of the monster sent. So pretty cool. You can have like one of the really big ass ones. Send a Rochi. Kind of get started from there. Another good one to send is Hog, because not Hog, Frog. You can send the Frog, banish Frog, special one from your grave. So he's pretty good. Double Frog. On normal summon, he does something that you never use. You just put like a card on top of your deck. Mainly you want him for his grave effect. You just banish him, special summon one from your grave with attack equal to its defense. Triple Rabbit. Probably the best starter, the only one you really want to normal summon, because if it's a normal summon, you special summon one out of your hand, and he does like an attack gain thingy in your grave. I don't really use it though. And then one of the chicken, I guess, the Sunrise Signaler, I guess Golden Rooster. I like have never actually used his effect. A lot of times like I'll summon him off of with Uka's effect, just for like an extra body. But you can tribute one machine monster whose attack equals its own defense, special summon from your deck one machine monster whose attack equals its own defense with a lower level. So you have to like tribute something big to get like huge, like you know, to get like good value off of it. But I mean, he's mainly just another name, ultimately. One honorary Gizmek is Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. Pretty nuts, pretty crazy. When you attack, they can't activate like traps, and then when he destroys a card, you can pop it spell trap, so it's pretty sick. If you were here last time, I believe the Kaiju package was much bigger, but 3 is like perfect. If you're really worried about like that wind barrier statue combo, you can play the Godarla instead. I just played these because you can special summon this, and then you can use Uka's effect to get a dark, water or light, anything like that. And like every time I played like against like a Dragoon or a DPE, I always had this card in my hand, which was just like crazy. So it's good to main deck your Kaijus. Now for the hand traps, Triple Ash, best generic, just a really good generic hand trap to play. If you don't have Ash, you can, I don't know, you can run like Forbidden Chalice. Forbidden Chalice is like a super good card, especially going second. Triple Effect Veiler. So you could essentially run like 3 Veiler, 3 Chalice, or like 3 Veiler, 3 Imperm. Because I know Imperm is super affordable coming out of structure decks now. So if you want like a budget option to Ash, like if you never picked up your Ash, that would be pretty good. Just 2 Necroface. This is more for the grind game. You don't have to play this. Most of the time you end the game before, you know, you really have to use this. But it's good, like, it's really good if you open it and like all your hand is just like gas. Because if you don't kill them, you just drop the Necroface, shuffle everything back in, and then he's normally pretty big. Like he's anywhere from like 25 to 3K. And then you shuffled everything back into your deck, extra deck essentially. So pretty crazy. 2 Extrav. Last time I was running 3. You don't need 3 because you shouldn't be firing it off that much. You just want to see it, and you don't want to extrav into extrav. That just like, that will kill you right there. 2 Urgent Schedule. I was really considering running 3. It's just an insane going second card. Really gets you to your combo. Well, like this deck doesn't have like, it has like 1 combo, and then the rest is like pretty much like throwing up like machine monsters on the field and just blowing shit up. But the simplest combo is Urgent Schedule. You go for Urgent Schedule into your Frog and Uka, go into your Ballista, Ancient Reactor Dragon. That's like a free like 3 monsters on the field, and usually that combo plus like board breakers, you're going for game. So this plus any board breakers, like pretty much game. Speaking of board breakers, double Lightning Storm. If you don't have these, you can play Dark Hole, because you're going second anyway, so you don't have to commit anything. You just dark hole everything. So you can play like Do Dark Hole, or Raigeki, Feather Duster, because I don't main deck Feather Duster. Kaiju Slumber. If you don't have these, you can also play like one Raigeki, 2 Slumber, or one Raigeki, Slumber, Feather Duster. Slumber is just a good board breaker. Your time for combo, limited removal, to be super sacky. You don't want to like, I mean, you just want one of them because like, I don't know, it's kind of cool. It came up like once, and then I beat face for like 30k life points. So I mean, it's cool. I was running like 2 before. If you want to be like super budget, like super gas, you can run like 3 of them. I just didn't find it necessary. Like when you see it, it's cool, but like it's not the end all be all. Now for the extra deck. Triple Ballista for the combo, of course. Just free monsters really, and it can zero out an attack. At the very least, I know I say this about a lot of cards, but a lot of cards can do it. At the very least, it's baiting negations. So if they let you go all the way through to the Ancient Gear Ballista combo, and they don't want to like just get a monster zeroed out, like they'll negate it, and then usually you have like all gas in your hand. One Almirage, just because like it's whatever. You really don't have like 1-2 targets for it. The freaking rabbit. 1 Cerberus, 1 Phoenix. You would never go into a night like unicorn. Last time I had unicorn in it, you just never go into it. 1 Trisbana. For the tournament, I really wish I had 3 of these because game 1 I was playing Eldritch. I was able to go and like get into it, but then game 2 like they were able to kill it, and then like game 3 like I like got rid of it off extrav. So that's like your best out to like Eldritch, is the Trisbana, because it just blows up their spell and traps. And then it's easy to like proc it. You just summon that Orochi, and it'll resolve as soon as the Orochi's, as soon as the resolution of the summon. So if they don't stop the summon, Trisbana's blowing up shit anyways. Bomber Dragon. This is probably what I should have played. I mean, Bomber Dragon was like pretty nuts, but just specifically against Eldritch, I wish I would have had the Trisbana, because like he literally clapped my cheeks. But whatever. Zero Boros is pretty insane. I ran 3 of them. He's like my favorite to go into. He's just like the best because he just banishes everything. Just a little bit harder to go into. Well, I don't want to say harder. Like obviously harder than going to 3, because it takes 4. But in this deck, it's super easy to turbo into it. And like I said, it's super easy to proc because usually you have Orochi engrave and you special summon it that way. And like I said, resolution of summon, it'll just banish everything off the field. And then I actually played in an online tournament. I didn't get to do this in person. The biggest I've ever gotten him in person is like 12k. I had him up to like 15k on an online tournament a few weekends ago. And of course, you're not getting through that. 1 Skull Dread, I would probably definitely cut this because, I don't know, this is like a wasted space. Probably cut this for Trisbay. 1 Borosword, definitely like a win more card, because you can usually swing for a game without him, but Borosword's just Borosword, so like another way to win out. And the last one, 5-headed Link Dragon. You'd be surprised how like super easy it is to go into this card, and it's also actually like super cheap. I think it's like less than $1. It's got to be linked some of those cards. Link summon using Dark Earth, Water, Fire, Wind, which is a little like, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's easy to do in this deck. Like, you definitely have to have them, but at least you run all those, so it is very possible. If it's linked that way, though, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. It cannot be destroyed by battle with the Dark Earth, Water, Fire, or Wind, and it's unaffected by other cards' effects. So, pretty busty. And then once per turn during your opponent's end phase, you must banish 5 cards from your graveyard face down. This is not optional, or send this card to the graveyard. So you obviously want to have like a super loaded up grave. But this is definitely like just win more. He's not going to sit on the field for more than like 1 or 2 turns. So keep that in mind. But that's pretty much it for this one. Like the video if you like the video. Comment down below for what you want to see next. I highly suggest you taking this deck for a spin. I'm not gonna say it's like can just go wreck a regionals. Like you could probably really surprise people at regionals with this deck. But this deck just smacks people at locals. It smacks the meta too. Not gonna say it's like some crazy meta breaker, but they don't expect it. So I didn't have any problems, let's put it that way. But that's it for this one. Leave a comment, like the video. Consider subscribing if you've been here before but you haven't subscribed. If you subscribed already, thank you so much. And we'll see you next time.